Hello and welcome back to LeeReader. My name is Lee, if you hadn't already guessed, and today I'm going to be doing my April wrap-up / May TBR. So April wasn't the greatest month for me. It turns out I read a grand total of no books. Nothing. Just nothing. It's really bad when I think about it that I read no books, seeing as I'm running a booktube channel and I read no books. I've started books, just haven't finished them, which is a problem. As you may recall from my April TBR, I said I'm going to focus on 2 books, which was the Game of Thrones Dance with Dragons, Parts 1 and Parts 2. And I haven't even got halfway through Part 1 yet. I forgot how long and how much time they take to read. So because I've been avoiding all other books apart from Game of Thrones, I've got no reading done at all. So I've come to the conclusion that I'm basically going to have to read parallel to Game of Thrones, because Game of Thrones is just taking its sweet ass time, so I'm going to have to read alongside it just to keep my reading going and just keep essentially this channel going, because if I'm not reading then I'm not going to be doing reviews, so there'd be no point in me doing this. And this leads into my May TBR, because these are the books that I'm going to be reading alongside Game of Thrones. And the book I've started with is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. Now this is a book that you've probably heard of. It's been just about everywhere, from booktube to the general book world. And rightfully so. It's a really good read. I'm really enjoying it. I'm about halfway through and it's just got me hooked. I just want to know more. Every time I pick it up I just want to continue reading. It's an excellent read. I love thrillers and I love mysteries, and if you are a big fan of thrillers, mysteries, crime, anything like that, this is the perfect book for you. I can see the similarities to Gone Girl, but it's also quite different from Gone Girl, I believe, as well. It's very similar in terms of style and in some aspects of the story, but it's not completely the same as Gone Girl, which is great. So I recommend this if you're a fan of any sort of crime mystery novel. It's a really good read. Go and check it out. The next book on my list is How to Build a Girl by Moran. Now, if you saw my last video, you'll know that this book got me stupidly excited, and I only read like a page and a half, and I already want to read more. It looks like an excellent book. It's about a young girl who basically wants to stop being herself, kind of kill herself, but not in a literal sense, and rebuild from the start and make like be her own woman, essentially. It's very loosely based on Caitlin Moran's life, as far as I believe. Not like completely, but it's kind of based off of. But yeah, it looks like an excellent book. Caitlin Moran recently wrote a TV series called Raised by Wolves. It's hilarious. It was so good. It's just really funny. It was, again, based kind of on her life growing up in Wolverhampton, and again, it's just genius. It's so funny, and hopefully this book is going to be the same as well. So I'm very excited to read this. I've heard only good things about it, and I love this. Look, so it's got this really cool black and yellow cover, and then it's got these sexy black pages, which I absolutely love. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know I love dyed pages. So very excited to read this. Hopefully after I've finished Caitlin Moran, I'm going to move on to A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. So I've had this book actually for a couple of months now, and I don't know why I keep putting it off reading it, because I'm really excited for it. I love the plotline, I love the sound of the story, and it's right up my alley, and I just haven't got round to reading it yet, so I must start this. V.E. Schwab has also announced a second novel in this series, so I'm very excited now to get this done, now that I know that it's going to be continued. So yeah, very excited to read it. I've heard only good things about it, like the others, so I'm going to give it a go. And the last book on my list is Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. Again, I mentioned this in a previous video. It was a recent book haul of mine. I love the sound of it. I love the prospect of it. It's quite a short story, quite big fun, so hopefully it won't take me that long to read. Again, I've just been wanting to read it ever since I picked it up, but Game of Thrones has been holding me back, so I'm going to hopefully get this done and finished, and I'll get it reviewed for you guys as well. Now I'm going to try my absolute best to finish some of these and review them, because I'm very excited by all of them, so hopefully I can get that done for you. I am refusing to let Game of Thrones hold me back any longer. I'm going to power through. Game of Thrones is going to be like my train reading, and my TBR pile is going to be my home reading, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'm determined to get them done. So let me know in the comments below if you've read any of the books from my TBR pile, and if you liked them. Please don't give me any spoilers, because obviously I haven't read them yet, but let me know if you liked them, if you didn't like them, and we can discuss them down below. And that's it for today's video. I hope you're all well. Thank you so much to the 400+ people who subscribed in the last couple of days, thanks to the video going up that I did with Ariel. It's just, thank you so much. I just can't put it into words how grateful I am to you all for coming over to this channel. It means so much to me. So thank you for subscribing, liking, all your lovely comments, and I'll see you guys on Monday with a brand new video. Goodbye! new end of the video bit. So now I've got this end screeny bit. Cool. You can check out my previous video over there, which is a video I did about the power of imagination, which I was very hyped up. I was on some very serious brain crack that day. I don't know what was wrong with me, but I enjoyed the video. There's some links down below as well to check me out on some social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Goodreads, Instagram. If you wanna, I tweet loads of book stuff and Tumble and everything really. It's just all books, so go and check that out. Also, thank you for watching, and like I said, thank you to everyone who's subscribed to me recently. It means the world to me that you're watching, so thank you guys so much. I hope you all have lovely, lovely weekends, and I will see you on Monday with a new video. Goodbye.